Hey everyone, it's Kooky Cats Productions, and we're back with Let's Play Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire version. We left off right before the first double battle, and we're gonna do that right now. Anyway, I've been training a few of the Pokemon since last time, but I haven't moved past this point. They will only fight you if you talk to them, which is pretty good because not everyone has two Pokemon right away. But double battles are really fun compared to other battles. Anyway, I'm gonna have one of my weaker Pokemon out along with probably my most powerful Pokemon, because I want the weaker Pokemon to go up in level. Alright, I'm gonna take the weak Slack off out of the battle right now, just so that he doesn't get hit or killed or whatever. So I'm going to switch it out for Zigzagoon, my second most powerful Pokemon. I'd also like to mention that about this point in the game, your Pokemon should be getting mostly around level 10. Anything under level 6, it's a little bit sad. Alright, this battle's going a bit better than expected. Alright, so now Slakoth gets experience from that, and he's growing to level 6. He should also be getting a lot of experience once the Lotad is knocked out. We're getting really close to the first gym that you'll be actually fighting in. It's just at the end of this dock, the city that it's in. There's gonna be some important events after you leave the gym, though. Alright, the teams are defeated. That was pretty easy. Alright, there's a trainer here, and I believe this old woman is also a trainer. This guy here, he only uses the Pokemon Magikarp, I believe, and it's a really weak Pokemon, so use that guy to train your weak Pokemon. Anyway, here we are, Rustboro City. There's the Pokemart, and up ahead should be Pokemon Center. I'm gonna do a quick heal of my Pokemon. Like to restore your Pokemon? Yes. Okay, take your Pokemon for a few seconds. Okay, here it is, the first gym. It's Rock-type gym, but I believe the gym leader's second Pokemon is Rock and Ground-type. So, for this gym, you're going to want to use Water or Grass-type Pokemon. So I'm going to probably start out with Shroomish, and then I'll go to Mudkip. Slakoth and Zigzagoon, both normal-type, aren't going to be fighting in this gym. Also, if you started with Trico, that's another good Pokemon to use in this gym. Alright, so I defeated the two trainers in the gym, this one and this one, but you could always go around them by taking these little side paths here, instead of fighting them. I fought them for the experience, you don't have to. Anyway, I'm getting ready to fight the gym leader. I believe her name is Roxanne, but I don't remember. Yeah, it's Roxanne. I was right. Alright, this should be a pretty fast gym battle, seeing that I'm using a Water-type and a Grass-type Pokemon against her Rock-types and Ground-type. She only has two Pokemon, and I'm hoping I'm only going to need to use one of mine. If you notice, her Pokemon are at level 14, I believe the other is 16. So you're definitely going to want to have some training much before this battle, unless of course you started with Trico or Mudkip here. Nosepass, of course, has much higher defense and is going to take a bit longer to defeat. Plus it has some powerful attacks, whether they're super effective or not. And then, of course, gym leaders, they always gotta have their potions and stuff. Kind of annoying. I think it's a bit unfair that gym leaders and Elite Four members, all the major characters, are allowed to have items and stuff. I mean, sure, it's part of the game, but you'd think they'd have, like, these gym leaders at least wouldn't be allowed to use items in battle. Unless, of course, it's like a berry attached to the Pokemon and the Pokemon uses it. Alright, looks like Mudkip might be going down in a minute. Or not. That was pretty amazing. Leader defeated Gym Leader Roxanne. Yep, so she's gonna give you the gym badge, and also gym leaders usually give you their favorite attack in the form of a TM. A TM is a technical machine. It's basically an attack that you can teach to a Pokemon that's able to learn it, and then that will, the disc, or whatever it is that the TMs are, will be useless, and you won't have it anymore, but you only get to use it once. But every time you defeat a gym leader, you'll also be able to get a HM, or a hidden machine. There's 8 in every game, and they can be used outside of battle and can be taught to almost any Pokemon, and can be used as many times as you want. When we leave this gym, a little bit of an important event's gonna happen. Take a left turn here. There goes Team Magma guy that we saw earlier in the woods, and there's the Devon researcher again. We're gonna have to go and help him out. Okay, we're back. I just had to go to the Pokemon Center and heal up Mudkip and stuff. So anyway, we're moving up this road and we're gonna take a right turn, not keep going up here. You could go up here. I believe there's a Pokemon trainer or 2 and 1 item, but you can basically ignore that place. Here's the Devon researcher again, and we're gonna talk to him. Alright, Team Magma stole the goods. It's basically just a package. There's a few trainers out in this area. They're kind of annoying to fight. There's also a Pokemon that you probably haven't seen before, unless of course you fought both bug trainers in Petalburg Woods. It's a Pokemon called Nincada. It's a bug type. Well, yeah, bug type Pokemon. But when it evolves, it has this interesting thing. If there's an empty spot in your Pokemon team party with this Pokemon, then it'll actually evolve into 2. Alright, I won that battle and it was pretty easy. Anyway, gotta move on and get to that Team Magma grunt. Oh, this Pokemon Whismur, pretty cool attack. It has Uproar. It's normal type, but the attack seems like, I guess it gets more powerful each one. But I really start to hate those Pokemon after a while. There's a lot of them out here and even more in the cave. Here's that bug Pokemon I was talking about a little earlier, Nincada. I'm gonna come back and catch one later, maybe. Probably not for this Let's Play. Yeah, avoided that trainer. Alright, this old man here, he's gonna be really helpful later. Anyway, his Pokemon was stolen. So, also by the Team Magma guy.